What's up, guys? It's your boy Paul. I'm back with you. This is Rideout Reviews, and I am doing a television series review on Survive from the company Quibi. Have you checked out Quibi yet? It's pretty cool. I think it's tight. Check out my video right here if you want to learn more about it. Now, let's jump into it. Survive stars Corey Hawkins and Sophie Turner. Jane has a fight for her life when her plane crashes on a remote snow-covered mountain. Paul is the only survivor, and together they fight for their lives and see if they can make it out. Yo, so when this first started, man, it gave me a big old emotional heart, weightiness to it because of the stuff they were talking about. It starts out as Sophie. She playing a character that is going through a big trial in her life. She just exit out of a home where people are there because of different types of psychological diseases. They have like anorexia or bulimia or cutting themselves or suicidal thoughts or self-harm, non-suicidal, just a whole bunch of different stuff. And there's just a bunch of people that are there, and you start to feel the emotions of those people that are around her. And it's pretty tough, man. When I first watched it, I was interested because it zoomed in on her character, who she was and what she was talking about. But as it continued, man, it was starting to be too weighty for me, man. And I was like, I don't know if I can keep watching this because it's so dark. And then a big turn happened. Right after that, the plane crashed. And so that's where the movie or TV show kind of propelled itself. And I was hooked after that. But the only thing for me is that this show was kind of slow. It started off really fast. Like I said, it grabbed you emotionally because of the content that it was talking about. And then right after that kind of content was getting a little weighty, then it, boom, flips you on your head, and then she's in a plane crash, and she's stuck on this mountain, and she finds Paul. And so Paul is Corey Hawkins, which is a great actor. Just love that dude. And then after that, it kind of moves on their journey. But as their journey continues, it gets a bit boring. Now, I must say, first off, that these are great actors. Two people alone for most of the movie, trying to traverse over this certain atmosphere or terrain, and then not really much going on. It has to be very capturing, like the dialogue, what they're talking about. It's got to be good because there's not a whole lot of action, and it is. I thought that them together was a good chemistry in the way they talked to each other and helped each other and shared their emotions. I felt that within the show, but as it continued on, it was like, what else are you going to say, or what else are you going to do? So now I must kind of talk about the format of the show, because this show definitely benefited but also failed in its 10-minuteness. The short, where you can look at it and watch it short. The way it did it was good because there wasn't much going on. Like I said, you can't really do anything, but the way they gripped you in that little bit of time was great. And it suited it well because the story didn't really take much effect. I thought, I couldn't watch this in a movie. And how could they make this even a normal television series? So the format that it was put in made the show work. So I'll say that. The bad, though, is, man, I don't know. I couldn't get into it. Like I said, I really was focused on the two characters for a while. I thought it was great, especially after the twist of the airplane coming down. And then as they began to talk to each other. But as soon as I started getting bored, they ended the show. So in that respect, yeah, it worked out. But I feel like they could have done just a tad bit better. It ended so suddenly. And then they left our boy Paul, man, like, what up with that, man? What up with that? He the man. And they cut him right on out. Anyway, I thought that also something that was bad was just I don't know, the character that Sophie was playing was a bit, how do you say, I think it was dramatic. And I don't know where you could go from. This is about the subject matter of who she was. And so it was difficult. It's hard to put myself in the shoes of a person like that because that's not who I am. And so I'm trying to look through her eyes to see this, man. And for her to come out of it so quickly, is that what this show is talking about? That sometimes we have to have a will to survive, even in the darkest and desperate times? Or maybe it's talking about how another person can lift us up. So I really wasn't able to just fit myself into her character. I wish they could have done that just a tad bit better. They tried. They showed her acting was great, and they went back and did some kind of montages, not montages, but memoirs of what happened in her life to try and draw us into that. But I just couldn't connect. I just couldn't put myself in her feet, and I was trying to because I wanted to feel the emotion that she had on that. What am I going to rate it? I'm going to go ahead and give it a 2.5 out of 5 R's. It was capturing, but in the end, it just didn't live up to what I wanted to do. It ended way too quick. I didn't get really no resolve, and everything that happened seemed to resolve too easily, and how she sees life now. So I couldn't deal with it. It didn't give me enough satisfaction at the end of the show. Can't get no satisfaction. Now, is it redeemable? Well, the content is very difficult. It's very very difficult. Yeah, and so I think that with this, a lot of people may need to check this out and watch it to try and understand, like I was trying to do, the mind frame of people who walk in that situation, and maybe it'll connect with you if you're in that type of situation, to see how you can make it, how you can overcome. So I think that's a good thing about the show, is that it's bringing somebody out of such a dark world through a dark tragedy, and see how people really together can help each other out, man. And that's one thing that we need, is working things out together as a group. Well, I appreciate you guys watching this, and I hope that you have seen it and checked out Quibi. If not, man, there's a couple other shows that I'm going to be coming out with a review as soon as they're over, and they look very good. Most Dangerous Game, boy, that's my jam right there. I like that. I'm checking out another one called Stranger. It's kind of quirky. And then there's another one I'm about to look at called 50 States. It's supposed to be some scary stuff with your boy Sam Raimi. And you know, he a boss in directing, but he's producing. But he a boss, so I'm going to check that out, man. Hey, I appreciate you guys for watching one more time, man. If you haven't done so, go ahead and subscribe. Hit that bell. And then hit that like button if you thought this was a good review. Helps me out, make me feel real good. Thanks for watching, guys. Keep checking out these movies, TV shows, and check out Quibi.